What's up, guys? It's Diego again, and it's Friday night, and we are indoors, per usual. So today, as you can tell, we're doing a Q&A, and I had a bunch of you guys. Well, I put in my story, my Instagram, my Snapchat. If you guys have any questions, like, I'll just answer them on my video. And I had quite a handful of questions, right? And that's just Instagram. So I'm going to hopefully get through these relatively quickly. I'm not going to answer the ones that are repetitive for obvious reasons, but let's see how fast we can get through the ones from Instagram. So let's do it. Starting with the first one, where are you from? So I currently live in Texas, although I never really know how to answer that question fully because I'm pretty international. Half my life was spent in Germany, and the other half was spent here in America. So a little bit of California, Texas, that's where I'm from. Next question. Where do you get your clothes from? Now, this is a question that will never disappear. I don't know. It's either stuff that gets sent to me or stuff that I have from like high school or middle school that I bought 3 sizes too big, or, you know, stuff that was donated a long time ago. I don't know. It's a combination, but I do like to shop at Zara. I feel like Zara is kind of like a good representation of my style, but hey, that's just me. Are you old enough for me to be drooling over, or do I need to turn myself into the police? You know, I haven't heard that one before, but I'm 22. I'm just going to take it as you're asking how old I am. I'm 22. Now, guys, this is the thing about having all of these questions pouring in. There's going to be some that are not so much questions, but yeah, they're not really questions. Okay, I might need a filter through this. Do you want to be a stepdad? Yeah, I'm gonna 100% have to filter through this. I can't even imagine how many questions are just like that. This is one I get a lot. How tall are you? I am pretty close to 6'1", if not 6 foot. Exactly. Yeah. Do you live in LA? I do not. I used to. Not a huge fan. I just feel like it's so much wrong with LA. Do you like goth girlies? Okay, I'm gonna skip through all the "Will you marry me" ones. I don't think those were too serious. Do you like Marvel or DC? 100% Marvel. 100%. ¿Hablas español? Sí. Yo soy chileno y mexicano. Yo crecí hablando español, era mi primer idioma. Y eso. Have you traveled often, and where has been your favorite? I think I have been to at least 15 different countries, and that is purely because of the fact that when I was younger and in middle school, early high school, I lived in Germany. And, you know, when you live in Europe, it's just one of those things that it's so cheap to get to like Spain or to Switzerland or to Austria. So yeah, you got to do a good amount of traveling, you know, and I've been on cruise ships too as a magician, so that kind of allowed me to go to other countries as well. What's your background? Latino, of course. Dale, papa. I feel like this one is the most asked question. Are you single? Yes. Oh yeah. Straight or bi? I am straight. That's all I had to say. Do you live alone? I don't actually. Right now I live with my parents. So I used to live in LA and, you know, had my own place for that and everything. But ever since coming back, hanging out with my parents and living here as well. So I plan to move to a different location, which I haven't really figured out where I want to go. But I do know that, with everything that I'm doing, eventually there's not going to be any more room or a need for me to really be here other than just to mooch, which I'm not really much of a moocher. What soccer or football club do you support? So I actually used to play soccer for a while. I played on a team called FC Bierstadt. That was a German club, but I don't play anymore. As far as which one I support, I mean, besides the international countries, as in my home countries, Mexico, Chile, you know, America, United States, I guess more of a club, I would say, I mean, Arsenal, Barcelona. Yeah, those have always been my favorites. My biggest turnoff, when she. Are we talking about? Wait, what are we talking about? I would just say when someone is very untruthful, like flaky, their actions don't match their words. When someone does something selfishly, without consideration of other people's feelings or just in general, inconsiderate of how they're affecting other people. I think that's a huge turnoff. So don't do that. All right. Your favorite music genre. Now, my favorite. Why do I keep saying favorite? Favorite. That's not even a word. Favorite. My favorite movie. My favorite music genre. I don't have one. I like honestly all types of music. I can listen to opera. I can listen to rap. Although I have been kind of filtering out some of those songs because it's a lot of, you know, brain. It just kills your brain cells because it's all about drugs and money and the B word. But depending on my mood, I can listen to slow, sad music, jazz, country, reggaeton. Yeah, bachata, everything. R&B, yeah. Which languages can you speak? I speak Spanish fluently because it was my first language, and I learned German. Now, I'm not the best German speaker, although I think for someone who has lived in Germany for like 7 years, you would think that I would be fluent by now with 7 years of German living experience, but I didn't really just live in Germany for 7 years. It was like while I was born, for the first 5 years I lived there, which, I picked it up and I learned it. And then I moved away, came to America, and, learned English. And then when I was in middle school and high school, I went back to Germany. And by that time, it's like I didn't really practice German, and I was kind of going into it without that solid foundation anymore because I completely lost it when I was younger. So I definitely tried to pick it up again, but I wasn't hugely successful with it. So, so. That was German for, okay. Oh, here's another one. What would you recommend to start working out? How do I keep the motivation? The easiest way, get your heart broken. That should do it. Honestly, well, that will help. But what you really want to do with working out is you just want to start going to the gym, and you honestly want to just associate yourself with people that are kind of in that gym mentality, and watch a lot of influencers and a lot of, watch content of people that are constantly disciplined, going to the gym, all that kind of stuff. Because that's definitely something that's helped me as far as showing up every day. But and really the regimen or the workout, the exercises isn't nearly as important as actually getting to the gym. Because if you're getting to the gym, you're doing an hour workout, it's ultimately going to be so much better. And you will figure it out just purely by the determination of you going, that me giving you the perfect workout routine and everything like that, that's not the important part. The important part is get up and go. And just do your exercises. And as long as you train to failure, that's something I tell everybody, train to failure. and you'll be good.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, I thought I had a burp coming. So far, I think that is all the ones for Instagram. Well, there's one that's like, oh, so you have no flaws. I definitely, 100% have flaws. For example, I have a lazy eye. Probably didn't know that, or maybe you did. You're probably looking at it right now. Okay, that's enough. Okay, next. How do you mew? How long have you been doing it? So mewing, this is a concept that has been trending. It's basically when you put your tongue on the roof of your mouth and it allows your jawline to look sharper. Because that's actually the natural position that your tongue should be in, but because, most people are getting into this relaxed state and they're looking at their phones all the time, their mouth gets all lazy and saggy. And so mewing is a good way to just train your jaw to stay sharp. And if you do it for a long time, your jaw and your mouth, and honestly, even just the fact of you thinking about it and doing it on occasion is going to help with that. Plus, it's just an attractive thing to do when you're talking to someone that you like. You definitely want to be mewing. This is the last question right here. Are you det beste YouTube on dit volde? Great way to end it. Yes. I don't know what that even means. Anyways, guys, that is the end of the video. There was a lot of filtering from that just because there's a good handful of questions or responses that weren't actually questions, and they were all pretty repetitive for the most part. But hopefully that gave you guys a little bit of insight as to like me and my life and who I am and that kind of thing, and a little bit about me. So once again, videos are going to be going up on Mondays and Fridays, so make sure to stay tuned on Monday. I'm going to try to get them out Monday mornings and Friday mornings. Today is just a little bit different because I wanted to get the responses in first, and I didn't really plan it the day before. So other than that, look out for the video on Monday, and that is going to be all for me. I will see you guys later. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. This is a very fresh and new channel, guys, so I'd really appreciate it if you could help me out with this, and just, comment, all that good stuff, guys. Really, I'm going to be much more consistent for you guys, and I would really appreciate if you guys could help me out. So other than that, enjoy your Friday night. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys Monday.